Nation. I'm Sam here again from A Bear and a Bee Books, and today I wanted to do another one of my tops video. Today I'm going to focus on full-length nonfiction, which also happens to be my favorite audiobook of the year as well. There may be a couple other perhaps audiobooks or short nonfiction, so like books smaller than 100 pages that I may do later, but I wanted to get started with this category because the top book of this category absolutely blew me away. I thought about it for months. I almost went to a different country because of it. I hope to one day make it there. But first of all, I would like to start with my runner-up. Usually the way I've been ingesting nonfiction lately is through audible.com. I really enjoyed having a subscription this year, and it's been a way to really get in some more nonfiction. Okay, so the runner-up I wanted to talk about today is The Tao of Pooh, and that's by Mr. Benjamin Hoff. I listened to this in a car ride going up north. You ever read a book and it's like the perfect book for the perfect time? This was one of those occasions for me. It really is thoughtful, and it makes you think about how you approach different situations in life and how there's kind of these different archetypes that we all see throughout life, like the Eeyore, the Pooh, the Piglet. And it's interesting to think about how you yourself fit into that and also how those around you fit into it. It's definitely a different way of looking at problems, definitely a different way of looking at solutions. And I just really enjoyed it. It's something that I would recommend if you're at all interested in basic philosophy, or if you're interested in Winnie the Pooh, because it was kind of cute how that related back. And now my favorite nonfiction book of the year was The Elephant Whisperer, and that is by Mr. Lawrence Anthony and also Graham Spence. And that book was just, it was beautiful, it was breathtaking. Setting is very important in both fiction and nonfiction to me, and this nonfiction book really pulls you in. It brings you right to the bush, right to the elephants and all the different animals that inhabit the reserve. I've always been a big proponent for animal welfare and things of that nature. I've had animals almost my whole life. I grew up with quite a few different animals as a child. I know I mentioned once on this channel before, but we had anything from ducks to a goat to a steer, and our property backed up to a bird conservation. Animals were definitely a part of me right from the very beginning. I actually used to swim with swans, which people couldn't believe, because swans are usually very protective and can be quite aggressive. But they took to me, and it was something I used to do as a child. They would protect me when I swam in the river. It made me look at the animal kingdom differently. And this book, The Elephant Whisperer, really takes into account that animals are probably smarter than we give them credit for, that they have a way of speaking with each other that we just might not necessarily understand yet, and that elephants can actually communicate miles and miles away. They're actually very, very intelligent creatures. So for all those reasons, it was just wonderful, and it was a beautiful book. And the reserve, of course, being nonfiction, is a place that you can still go. It's called the Tula Tula Game Reserve. It's somewhere that I eventually one day would like to go. I have to say, one of my fears is snakes. I've tried to get over it because obviously they're part of the animal kingdom, but I did have an encounter as a child, and things like that stay with you. So maybe one day I will go to Africa anyway, and I do look forward to making the journey out there. My little brother actually went to South Africa a few years back. He went and swam with the great whites. So it's something we have in common as a family, our love for animals. So those are my two favorite full-length nonfiction books for the year. I hope that if you check them out, definitely let me know down below in the comments. I would love to hear what you think and get your opinion on them as well. And if you have any other recommendations for me based on these books, please also let me know down in the comments. So if you've liked my content and if you'd like to see more, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. You can also follow me on my Twitter, and please feel free to friend me on Goodreads. I'll include the links below. So thanks so much for being here with me today. Farewell for now. Bye-bye.